Look, nothing feels worse than putting in all that work in the offseason, the lifting, the running, the sweat, just to get chewed out on the sideline for a boneheaded mistake. You know, the kind of mistake that has your coach screaming at the top of his lungs, in your face, your teammates shaking their heads. Oh, and not to mention, ending up on the wrong side of a highlight reel. Look, I know everyone wants the ball out, but more times than not, it's not about talent. It's about avoiding the little mistakes. So today, we're here to talk about the top 5 mistakes young athletes make, and more importantly, how to avoid them. And look, I'm not just here to roast you. I'm here to give you actual solutions so you don't end up on the wrong side of a highlight reel. So let's get into it. Mistake number 1 I see young athletes doing is playing too fast. I get it. You're hyped up, adrenaline's pumping, but when you're out there moving 100 miles per hour, mind you, with no control, you're just fast-tracking yourself to the bench. You have to watch the pros. They don't just run routes or hit gaps at full throttle. They change speeds. They hesitate. They make defenders guess. So let's fix this. Next time we're at practice, try running your routes at 75% speed first. Work on your cuts, your eyes, your body language. Once you master control, speed becomes a weapon instead of a weakness. Think of it like driving. If you're all gas, no brakes, you're either getting pulled over or you're crashing. It's the same deal in football. Mistake number 2, bad eyes. And no, I don't mean you need glasses. I mean staring at the wrong things. It's like when you're texting in class instead of looking at the board. The info's right there in front of you. You're just not paying attention. Then test day comes. You're shocked you failed. Like, whoa. But imagine the teacher's looking at you like, I literally wrote the test answers on the board. It's the same exact thing on the football field. Football is a game of eye discipline. If your eyes are in the wrong spot, you're basically giving the offense or defense free points. In this example, JJ McCarthy stares down his receiver the entire route. The defense read him like a children's book. Don't be like that. Linebackers, instead of staring at the quarterback, look at your guards. Instead of making a big play, now you're the one eating up a block. Lastly, receivers. You get caught looking at the wrong things instead of tracking the ball, and suddenly you've got stone hands on a wide open route. Every position has keys, and the great players, they stick to them like glue. Quarterbacks, they start with the safeties. Linebackers, they watch the linemen, specifically the guards. They will tell you run or pass before the ball is even snapped. DBs, forget the head fakes, hips don't lie. And they always tell you where the receiver is going. If your eyes are lazy, you're always a step late. And in football, being a step late is the difference between a pass breakup and a touchdown. Or worse, your coach screaming your name across the field while you try not to make eye contact, staring down at your shoelaces. Now that is the worst possible scenario. Mistake number 3, not watching film. Look, if you're not studying film, you're playing blind. You could be the best athlete on the field, but if you don't know what the other team does, you're always reacting instead of anticipating. Start small. Don't just watch highlights of yourself making plays. Yeah, that's fun and all, but it doesn't make you better. Watch for tendencies. How does the defense line up on third down? What's the quarterback's favorite route on second and long? You start picking up these little cues, and suddenly the game starts slowing down. Film is basically like free cheat codes. Why wouldn't you use them? Another mistake I see young athletes making is ignoring the fundamentals. Everybody wants the flashy one-handed catches or the highlight hits. But if you can't block, tackle, or catch with 2 hands consistently, you're limiting yourself. You can't be out here skipping the basics like someone skipping leg day at the gym. Fundamentals will always expose you if you ignore them. So let's fix this. Let's build your foundation. Do boring drills. Work on footwork, hand placement, tackling form. By any means, it is not sexy, but it's what separates average from great. The NFL guys still practice the basics every single day. If pros are making millions and still do ladder drills and ball security drills, what makes you think you're above it? Last but not least, mistake number 5, bad body language. I see it all the time. You drop a pass, you miss a throw, don't get the tackle, and your shoulders slump. Your head's down. But guess what? Coaches, teammates, Even opponents notice this. Remember, confidence is contagious. Even if you mess up, keep your energy up. Clap, reset, and move on to the next play. Keep a next play mentality. Coaches love players who stay locked in no matter what happens. Build your confidence, brick by brick. Body language can either make you look like a leader or like someone who doesn't believe in themselves. Which one do you want to be? If you can cut these mistakes out, you're leveling up your football game. Like I said, football is not about the most talented. It's about who makes the fewest mistakes. So fix these. Don't be that guy. And drop a comment if you're guilty of any of these mistakes. And promise, I won't tell your coach. Anyways, hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, and I'll see you in the next one. If you're serious about leveling up, you'll be in the next video. Anyways, I'll catch you. God first and God bless.